Iolanthe, a bookbinder in a charming little bookstore tucked away on a cobbled street in London, had a penchant for the unusual. One day, while sifting through a dusty attic of forgotten books, she stumbled upon a weathered, leather-bound journal, its pages whispering secrets of a bygone era. It was filled with the elegant, looping script of a certain Aethel, a bookbinder who lived in the 19th century. Within its worn covers, Aethel chronicled a forbidden love for a gifted musician, Lysander. Their love story, passionate and forbidden, was a tale woven with ethereal dreams, whispered music, and moonlit meetings. Aethel wrote of their clandestine rendezvous in a hidden garden, where the scent of jasmine filled the air and time seemed to pause. Aethel's words ignited a yearning in Iolanthe, a longing for a love as vibrant and magical. Above the bookstore, in a cramped garret, lived Finnian, an enigmatic artist known for his introspective portraits. Finnian was captivated by Iolanthe, a solitary soul just like him, drawn to the fire in her eyes, the way her laughter echoed in the silent bookstore. One evening, as Iolanthe read aloud from Aethel's journal, Finnian found himself drawn into the room. The fire in the journal's tale ignited something in him, a sense of longing for something beautiful and untamed. The way Iolanthe's voice trembled with emotion as she read Aethel's words stirred within him a deep sense of connection. Intrigued by Aethel's description of the hidden garden, Iolanthe, along with Finnian, set out to uncover its secret. Days were spent poring over Aethel's journal, tracing faded drawings, deciphering cryptic symbols until one afternoon, a hidden door behind a bookshelf, a doorway concealed behind stacks of dusty novels, unveiled itself. Together, they stepped into the hidden garden, an oasis of vibrant flora and cascading waterfalls, hidden beneath a veil of evergreen trees. As the scent of jasmine engulfed them, Iolanthe realized this was the garden Aethel spoke of in her journal. They discovered an ancient, weathered music box, its silver lid intricately carved with symbols of love and magic. Remnants of a past where Lysander's melodies echoed through the garden. As they spent more time in the garden, Iolanthe and Finnian delved into Aethel's journal, discovering more of the magical elements in her love story, their connection intensifying as they pieced together Aethel's tale. One inscription hinted at a prophecy whispered among those who knew the secrets of the garden, a prophecy that foretold a time when a weaver of music would bring forth a song to mend the torn fabric of the past. In the music box, Finnian saw remnants of forgotten melodies. He sensed a faint vibration in the silver lid, a musical echo of Lysander's forgotten music, awakening in Finnian a desire to rediscover the symphony of his lost melodies. The echoes whispered through his fingertips, calling him to bring back a forgotten melody to life. Finnian, an artist, found a connection to Aethel's story, recognizing in Lysander, a composer of music, a kindred spirit. The musical vibrations awakened within Finnian an urge to recreate, to give voice to the melodies locked away in the music box. The melody echoed in his mind, whispering of forgotten times and emotions, demanding to be born anew. He shared his ideas with Iolanthe, and they discovered, woven amongst Aethel's pages, sketches of musical notation, a cryptic symphony penned by Lysander himself. Using the forgotten scores as a guide, Finnian felt a strong urge to recreate Lysander's music. His art became his symphony, weaving the melodies from the box and the sketches together into a breathtaking visual composition. The echoes of Lysander's music started to intertwine with Finnian's art. They spent days in the hidden garden, Finnian working on his composition, inspired by Iolanthe, the garden, and the ghosts of Aethel's love story. His paintbrush began to mimic Lysander's melodies, and his canvases became portraits of Iolanthe, painted with emotions of Aethel's love story. Their shared bond, intensified by the echo of past magic, found expression in his art. One evening, while standing in the garden, Finnian shared his art with Iolanthe, the brushstrokes echoing the love stories they had found in the journal. In the flickering candlelight, Iolanthe's eyes met his, a shared sense of connection and longing that whispered a melody of their own. As Finnian played his music and showcased his art, the hidden garden pulsed with an unknown energy. They sensed a tremor in the very foundation of the hidden sanctuary, a warning that the delicate balance between the past and the present was starting to crumble. A decision was required. They had to return the lost magic to its place and protect the present from the overwhelming energy of the past. In a moment of unity, they realized the echoes of Lysander's melody had to be returned to their source. Iolanthe found a small, ancient spindle in Aethel's journal, its smooth, wooden surface carved with ancient symbols. They understood, as Iolanthe picked up the spindle, that they needed to weave together the lost threads of the past. Iolanthe, holding the spindle, saw the light from Finnian's music infuse the garden. She looked around at the vibrantly blooming flowers and saw in their fragrance the memories of past love. As they started to spin a silken thread using the spindle and the vibrant energy from Finnian's artwork, they realized the garden's boundaries were fading. To safeguard the present and preserve the beauty of their garden, they decided to bind the spindle's threads around the ancient music box, drawing the echoes back to the source and returning the balance. As they did so, the magic of the garden slowly faded into the surrounding world. The hidden door shut itself close, masking the garden, but they knew the memory of their connection lingered within the heart of the garden. Back in the bustling world, the memories of the hidden garden, Aethel's forbidden love, and Lysander's magical music remained woven into the tapestry of their hearts. The journey had strengthened their bond and led them to a connection far greater than any of them had imagined. It felt as though they were a part of a grand tapestry woven from forgotten love, shared passion, and magic. They knew that life would continue to unfold with its trials and triumphs, yet the echoes of the hidden garden and the love stories they found there would forever echo in their hearts. In their world of books and art, a new song played. As Iolanthe bound another book, she saw in her work a reflection of Aethel's craft. Finnian, as he captured the essence of life on canvas, felt inspired by a love story as beautiful as any symphony he could create. Their lives had taken a new, enchanted path, weaving their own love story into the tapestry of a shared destiny, sparked by the echoes of forgotten love and magic found within a book. And as the world continued to turn, they continued to tell their own tales.